hello, and welcome to The Sound Live. My name is Matthew, and I am your host. With me today, I have Evelyn Holland. Evelyn is a singer-songwriter, and she is in a lot of different musical projects and has her own group called Keys of Solomon. It's working on a new release. How are you doing?
Good. Sorry I missed last week. I just got into a new relationship, and we kind of spent some time together. Yeah, I'm doing good.
Great. I'm glad to have you. And also with me today is Kyle Walls. Kyle is also a singer-songwriter and works on various different stuff, including performing around the greater St. Louis area. What are you doing right now, Kyle?
I started sitting in with a local blues band, which is kind of cool. The neighborhood here in St. Louis City, where our what we call the birth of St. Louis blues is Soulard, and we have Mardi Gras. That's where that you may have heard of that famous brewery that sends St. Louis sewer water around the planet, in the form of beer.
St. Louis sewer water.
That's our joke. Someone says Bud Light. It's like, St. Louis sewer water. Yeah, we got that back home.
Yeah.
But yeah, all that's
I'm not a
in
fan
there.
Personally, go on.
Oh yeah. Who is?
I'm gonna introduce this one because it's my pick. It's my pick. Yeah. I need to make a My Pick song, too. There you go. Like the Kopi Mana Kopi song. Kopi Mana Kopi. Okay. All right, everyone. So I'm having a really great time here. And I want to tell you guys all about my favorite band, okay? Dream Theater is my all-time favorite band. I love them. And no matter, they're at the top, right? I've got some others in my favorites and some new ones that are popping in there we're going to talk about a little later. But I've been a fan of Dream Theater since Pull Me Under hit. And I mean, I was entranced by the incredible drums and the guitars and the vocals and just everything about the music. It was just amazing. Anyway, their newest song is out right now, and they just put out the music video, and it's called The Alien. And I have not watched this. It's okay. Eve has watched it, she told me. But I have not watched this because I was saving it for today. I did, however, see a little bit of chat in the comments about it, and a lot of people are really complimenting the drummer. This is their second drummer, Mike Mangini. He's been with the band for like almost 10 years now or something crazy.
Since 2010, I think, right?
That's okay, so more than 10 years. And people have said that this is his best work so far, by far.
I was gonna say, having listened to it previously, this was the first time Petrucci uses an 8-string guitar.
Ooh. And it's long, too. 9:32. Strap yourselves in. We pause for nobody ever. We never pause. That's right. So make sure you mash that like button so we can get a whole bunch more people in here. And so, without further ado, Musicians Panel reacts to Dream Theater, The Alien official video. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Okay, Kyle, I'll let you go first, my man. What do you think?
All right, I like some of it.
All right, all right.
I don't know. What I was, where my mind was as I was listening to it is, it really reminded me a lot of, and it could be the title and the guitar tone, but Satriani Surfing with the Alien and Steve Vai. I'm pretty sure it's his first, and I'm forgetting the name of it. Steve Vai's solo thing he did right after Zappa.
Yeah,
And
Passionate Warfare.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it.
Uh,
One with boy and girl on it.
Flexible.
Yeah, Flexible. Thank you.
Okay.
And some of that guitar work, where you have a certain guitar tone and then you add an effect and then you have a different melody line kind of take off. It reminded me of a lot of things like that, which is fine. The bigger thing I started to really think about is the current trend in music, and they seem to be going a complete opposite direction of like 2-minute songs. And things. And I'm just thinking, and this is something I don't know. This is not me trying to insult them in any way. I'm curious, like, who their audience typically is. You know, because it seems to be, and the trend with short songs is more for people that are like, 12 to 18. It's like, hey, I can't pay attention for more than 20 seconds. Give me something that changes every 10.
How many themes or grooves were in that? I mean, it's like there was just so much going on. They borrow from themselves a lot. Dream Theater does. I heard a lot of riffs from other songs. From the past, they do that a lot. And like the transitions, like Dream Theater has a whole mess of just their patented transitions, or whatever.
Yeah, that was really cool.
They'll do the thing where they always go, and they'll always, go down, start really fast, and then break, by the different kinds of notes until they're at a whole note. They have these certain tricks that they always use. I heard a lot of that in there. The stitching of it just, to me, was just so immersive. I like it. It's ADD. So even though it's long, like the music doesn't stay static. It doesn't loop. Man, I'm definitely a Dream Theater fan. Huge Dream Theater fan. And I felt like it was pretty much just like, a future classic Dream Theater. Like it had everything that I was looking for. Like for me, when I'm listening to a Dream Theater song, there's like certain itches, that I want to have scratched, and like Dream Theater has a bunch of them, songs that'll scratch all those different itches in one song, and like it had moments where it had the triumphant ballad guitar solo, like with Petrucci. It had the moments where it was just the crazy county, really, really heavy. It had the moments where you had Jordan and John starting off playing together. And so they were perfectly in unison. And that's why I couldn't tell, is this a guitar or a keyboard? It wasn't. It was both. And then they split off into harmony, and the keyboard starts playing on top of the guitar in a slightly higher range, maybe a sixth above or whatever they were doing. And then they each have their individual solos later, with the individual guitar solo, the individual keyboard solo. And one of the things I always loved about Dream Theater, it didn't matter who the keyboard player was, it was oftentimes a little bit difficult to tell apart the guitar and the keyboard solo because they would like mimic each other and they were both just so amazingly good, for me anyway. Sometimes it was hard to tell. And when I was, so I made absolutely sure when I listened to this before I said anything, because people have ripped me apart for mistaking a guitar for a keyboard or a keyboard for a guitar. So I really was paying attention.
Yeah, this is definitely a dramatic improvement from the last album. I mean, the last album was definitely like I think it was a good comeback, because I feel like for a few albums or like with Mangini, it took them a few albums to develop. They had some good stuff, but I don't think they had like a full album that I was like, this is great. No, I think it for a while there, it kind of became Paint by Numbers Prague, and then they finally like, um, they when they hit Distance Over Time, it was like holy hell, this is they definitely they came back and what was I gonna say? Yeah, it's I definitely got reminded of stuff from Images and Words and Awake in certain parts, and like the '90s stuff and the even I'd say scenes from Memory. So yeah, as far back as that, the early Dream Theater.
Yeah, I mean, like some of those things, have been repeated in a lot of songs. Some of those just the patterns, and I mean that's smart, right? If you're gonna borrow from someone, right, borrow from yourself, especially the stuff that really works, right? You're like, hey, we need a transition. Hey, what about that one we did back? Oh yeah, perfect. It's just in a different key or a little faster or a little slower or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like the same idea. Like they have like, and this is really to me anyway a golden age for John Petrucci. Like, man, he had the freaking solo album that was just incredible, and I really loved it. If you guys haven't checked that out, check it out. And then they had the LTE3, and that's incredible, and I really, really like that. And I've been waiting 20 years plus for that since LTE2. They took a big break doing that. And then finally, this new Dream Theater album. I mean, John Petrucci was in all those projects and, pretty much at the helm of all of them. And he's really flowering right now, I feel like. And, a lot of the stuff does sound kind of the same, right? But I mean,
That's their
that's
style.
that's like
That's
the
the
whole
band.
that every band does that. Like you have
Yeah.
to like kind of like, or else you don't catch on. You know what I mean? And they've been together for 30 years with differing members, going and going and going. So let's see more, man. I can't wait.
Yeah, in their songs too.
I noticed for
Go ahead.
no, I was gonna say I noticed for a while Jordan Rudess was using this like Disney setting on the keyboards for like the atmospheric stuff. It's like it sounded like am I about to watch a Disney cartoon?
That's funny. Yeah, I mean,
Sorry.
dude, Jordan
but
is
anyways,
a
go
chameleon.
ahead.
I mean, he can do anything. I love Jordan, man. I feel like and I mean, I still do miss the vocals and the songwriting, lyric writing of Mike Portnoy, but Dream Theater is really, I think, they've fully recovered now, like completely. The drums in that, I can't say anything but just wow. I mean, that could have been Mike
Yeah.
Portnoy. It was so good. You know what I'm saying? At least to me, I thought it sounded incredible.
I agree. I
Yeah.
totally agree. It was he's definitely come into his own and found the groove with the rest of the members of the band in the last couple of albums.
Well,
Yeah, I was gonna.
yeah. Think about how hard that'd be for anybody coming into a band that's been a certain way for so long. And I mean, now we're down to like only 2 of the founding members remain of the original 5. So over time, they've replaced the other 3 people. That's crazy.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, like, it's actually technically, I guess they're the original. They're like because there were only 3 in the beginning, right? I
I
mean,
don't
because it
know.
was Majesty before. It was.
I'm only
it
going
wa-
back
I mean,
as far
like
as the first album. I'm not going back farther than that. Yeah, you're right, though.
yeah, their core was Portnoy, Petrucci, and Mayung.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yep, and at Berkeley.
Man, just the 3 of them. Wow. I'll see you guys next time on the sound. All right. We're sticking around here for the chat. So everybody do me a favor here. Do me a favor. If you're interested at all in music lessons, go to MatthewsMusicLessonStudio.com where you can sign up for music lessons with me online anywhere in the world. I can teach you voice, guitar, saxophone, ukulele. We can do all kinds of fun stuff. You get to record the lessons and keep them on your device. MatthewsMusicLessonStudio.com. Also, make sure you check me out on Patreon, patreon.com/Matthews Music Lesson Studio. That's where you can get a bonus video every single week. That's right. Every week I put out a bonus video on Patreon. You can get access to all of these bonus videos for just $1 per month. That's it. It's cheap.